So then, Paladin. Start from the bottom, we'll work our way up. So, sound the bells, Zibels, Esmeralda, Zibels. 2 mana Echo, give a minion +1/+2. I mean, it's okay. Obviously, this is one of those that is much better later in the game than it is earlier on. It's one of those cards that you'd probably would find that you'd want to cast in something like the Galvadon deck, to obviously get there quicker. But there are other spells that you can cast on your minions quicker, to complete the quest better. I suppose you can just have it as a value, sort of pump my team sort of thing. You make the 5-drop that makes 5/1/1s on turn 5, and then on turn 6 you can cast this 3 times, and then you've got some 2/3s and some 2/1s left over. And then 2/1/1s left over. That's not that bad, but you're having to get to that point first. It's not like some of the other Echo cards where even early on in the game when you're not casting them multiple times, they're seeming fine. So overall, that doesn't seem that great to me. Rebuke. Oh, Loetheb, the spell. Oh, obviously it's fine, but that ability worked really well when you had Loetheb out on the table. Enemy spells costing 5 more that next turn. I'd rather just play more wild and cast Loetheb on turn 5, because then your spells are costing 5 more and I have a 5/5. Seems good to me. You'd have to be very specific with when you cast this. You're not just throwing this out onto the table and hoping that it's really good. You've really got to put some thought into when you make this card. But overall, I'm not too impressed by it. Ghostly Charger, Divine Shield, Rush, 3 mana, 5 mana, 3/4. Yeah, that seems pretty fine to me. It's a beast as well, so got some beast synergy going. Divine Shield is always really good. Divine Shield and Rush, I feel, is a very good combination to have on a card. So overall, this card just seems fine. There's not really much more to be said about it. 8 mana. Oh god, an 8 mana weapon. 3/4. After your hero attacks, give your minions +1/+1. I don't really like it. Not at 8 mana. Also, that's really good. Obviously, you can be buffing your team with this, but the current Paladin decks are quite aggressive. So by turn 8, either they're dead or you've done it wrong, basically, and your board has been wiped out. So I don't really see this working too well. It'll probably find ways for it to work. So if the metagame slows down, this could be pretty decent, because it'll give you the ability to outgrow your opponent and just get in and either outvalue them. But as things stand at the moment, I don't see this card being very good. Paragon of Light. While this minion has 3 or more attack, it has Taunt and Lifesteal. Ooh, 3 mana, 2/5. I mean, this is not bad. I mean, there's a fair few sort of hand buff stuff in Paladin, but obviously you're going to lose a lot of the hand buffs with gadgets and leaving. Obviously there are things like Spikeridge Steed. That's going to be pretty cool. No, all cards won't just standard cards for now. You can give it with Blast and Might, I suppose. Divine Strength, sure. Yeah, I suppose you have got Dark Conviction. That's also going to be pretty cool for it. Really much else for it? Got a Blessing of Kings. Blessing of Kings is normally interesting. But other than that, I don't really see that going too well for you there. No, overall I don't see that card being very good. So let's get back to it. But it can be good. There are ways to make it very good. But a lot of the ways that make this card very good are leaving in gadgets on. So we'll have to see what happens with it. Bellringer Sentry, 4 mana 3/4, Battlecry and Death Rattle. Battlecry and Death Rattle, so that's definitely going to be interesting. Put a secret from your deck into the battlefield. Christmas Tree Paladin is back! No. It's definitely pretty cool though. I definitely like that. I can see that being really cool. I'll play that if I ever play some Paladin. Definitely. This is cool. Good body, good mana cost, and put some secrets into play. So basically what effectively this is a 3 mana 3/4 that when it dies you put a secret in. So yeah, it's more like a 2 mana 3/4 secret, which is good. I mean, that's not bad because the secrets cost 1, so secret. We have a new secret here. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, draw 2 cards. I am not really that impressed by that. That's got to bank on your opponent playing a lot of multiple cards in a turn, and if they don't, this is just going to sit there. And now it's like drawing cards is really good, but having to hope that you make this and your opponent then plays 3 cards is never really where you want to be sat hoping, going, I hope you do this. Just like there are certain things that you can hope that you know will happen. Just like there are a lot of things that are very predictable from people, but there are also a lot of things that just go with this, just going, oh, you played 2 cards, have you got 1 more? No, I can't really see that being very good. Cathedral Gargoyle, 2 mana, Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, gain Taunt and Divine Shield. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. If you're holding a dragon, this is better than an Oyatron. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. The Glass Knight. The Glass Knight, Divine Shield. Whenever you restore health, gain Divine Shield. Now, I know that it's this thing that was going to gain Divine Shield, but it'd just be funny if it was a case of whenever you restored health, you gain Divine Shield, like as the portrait. That'd just be funny. But no, this overall seems pretty cool. A recurring way to have a 4/3 with Divine Shield is always pretty cool. It's going to clear a couple of things off the board before it leaves, and definitely alright. It's not amazing, but it's alright. Prince Liam. Hello, Liam. 5 mana 5/5. Alright. 5s everywhere. Battlecry. Transform all 1-cost cards in your deck into legendary minions. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty cool. It's like some weird sort of like Prince Malchazar sort of effect. So instead of just gaining some random legendaries, you know, transform like really terrible secrets like this Hidden Wisdom into maybe a terrible legendary, but a terrible legendary is probably better than a terrible secret that's not going to pop. So overall, this seems pretty cool. I quite like this. Paladin generally does seem like it's going to be pretty cool. It's got a couple of really good cards like the Ghostly Charger, the Bellringer, and Prince Liam coming. The Cathedral Gargoyle is going to be pretty cool, especially some kind of like Dragon Paladin. So overall, I'm pretty impressed with Paladin as a whole. It's going to be cool.